Hi, if you're looking to build on top of DeFi over the weekend, today I'm going to show you Uniswap before along with hooks, basically some sort of like scripts that you can add to the lifecycle logic, meaning that before and after the swap, you can add your custom logic, and that way you can build tons of novel applications for the space out there. Along, of course, with like some resources, possibilities, and tricks for you to get ready before ETHGlobal Buenos Aires. During this hackathon, we have $20,000 in prizes in two main tracks, focusing, of course, in these hooks that I just mentioned. But before diving in, please let me introduce you to the Uniswap Foundation. In pursuit of a more open and fair financial system, the Uniswap Foundation supports the growth, decentralization, and sustainability of the Uniswap community. We are focusing on 5 key pillars: protocol and innovation, developers, governance, research, and security. And through our grants, we're supporting our community for sure. So now we can dive into the Uniswap V4 protocol, or the version 4 of the protocol. But first, let's introduce what is Uniswap as a whole. At some point, if you've been here for a while, maybe you interacted with Uniswap interface. Built by Uniswap Plus, it allows you to trade or swap tokens, meaning ETH for USDC or USDC for DAI, you name it. There's plenty of possibilities. But as a core, Uniswap, it is a set of smart contracts that allows you to exchange cryptocurrencies or ERC20 tokens. It basically allows you to build this liquidity pool concept, a set of smart contracts that from one side connects liquidity providers and on the other the traders. So that way anyone out there can swap tokens in a decentralized way. As I mentioned, we have 4 versions of the protocol at the moment, but the first version of the protocol, it was launched back in 2018. And then back in 2020, the V2 was launched with like the possibility for you to trade any ERC20 to ERC20 token, and like a fee tier fixed from 0.3%, and like a price curve with a constant product curve, meaning like all of the liquidity was spread out around the curve, and that way the liquidity wasn't that efficiency as it could. Then in V3 version back in 2021, this inherit all of the V2 and V1 versions, allows you to trade ERC20 to ERC20 tokens, but now you have this price curve concentrated liquidity. Now, all of the liquidity, as a liquidity provider, you can set the range where you're going to allocate it. And of course, that allows you to have more liquidity efficiency, price execution, and you name it. Along with like more fee tiers, not just 0.3%, but now you have other options. But earlier this year, we introduced Uniswap V4, a decentralized automated market maker with this concentrated liquidity feature, but also these 5 new ones, such as the singleton architecture, that it's basically one contract, meaning all of the pools, all the tokens, all the transactions happens in one contract. And of course, this is super positive for gas efficiency matters. Along with like some continuous fee spectrum or dynamic fees, meaning no more fixed fee tiers, rather you choose the rules and you play and you understand how do you want to interact with your users or your LPs, you name it. Also ERC 909 or flash accounting, that it's basically these features that allows you to have a more real trading experience in a decentralized way, from internal token currency transfers to arbitrary and operations with minimal token transfers. Of course, super positive for gas efficiency. And then hooks, what I mentioned at the beginning of this talk, which is basically this arbitrary logic attached to the lifecycle operations, meaning before and after the swap, you can decide the rules. But let's dive in a little bit into like what I just mentioned in practice. Back in the day, in V3, if you wanted to swap, let's say ETH for DAI, you had to go first in the lifecycle operation from ETH to USDC, then USDC to DAI, or on the other hand, ETH to USDT or USDT to DAI. Now in V4, everything happens along in one contract, one transaction. So that's super positive for the ecosystem. And of course, here you can see it in practice. But now if you go back to hooks, as I mentioned, these are just external contracts that modify the pool behavior, meaning that before and after the swap, as you can see in the swap hook flow, the system is going to check the before swap flag. And then if you added some sort of like custom logic that I'm going to mention about these functions available, it's going to return that and then execute it. But then after the swap, it's going to check this flag, check after swap flag. And if you added some sort of like custom logic, it's going to return it. If not, just going to end the swap. As I mentioned, these are like 14 hook functions. And I'm just going to show you some of them here: before initialize, after initialize, add liquidity, remove liquidity, swap, donate, and you name it. You just gotta turn it on and off. Important note in here, just only one hook can be added per pool, but then one hook can serve many pools, meaning that it's composable. If at some point you create something super valuable for the ecosystem, anyone out there can also use it and leverage it. Of course, doing always your own research and check the security purposes. So I showed to you like this template. It's basically all of the functions that we have, and you can turn on and off. This is basically part of our V4 template. We developed this for you to create your first hook with all of the steps and instructions for you to build it. But we also have in this space the Open Zeppelin hooks library, meaning they have these base hooks that you can leverage. And now jumping into the prices, I'm going to show you these resources in like a little bit. For this hackathon, we're focusing in like two main prices or tracks. One is like the Uniswap V4 stable asset hooks, $10,000 in prices. Important to clarify, you can either to create your custom hook, or you can also leverage the OZ library. We are looking for logic and the best way to implement it. So yeah, projects here should explore novel applications of hooks for synthetic lending, credit-backed trading, or optimized stable AMM logic. No interface required, but of course, we are going to audit the code. Then on the other hand, as per the second track, we have Uniswap V4 volatile pair hooks, $10,000 in prices. And here, projects should explore innovative hook logic that can help liquidity resilience, mitigate loss versus rebalancing or LVR, or improve capital efficiency for these volatile pairs. Again, not interface required, but we're gonna audit the code. So now that you understand from a broader perspective what is like Uniswap as a protocol, some of the features that we have in the Uniswap V4 protocol, along with this hooks concept and how to use them, these tools that we have for like hack over these two tracks, I'm going to show you some resources for you to get ready. So the first one and the most important in my opinion is this UF Hacker Toolkit that is going to include all of the resources that I'm just going to mention, this presentation, and even more tools and tricks for you to hack. You can scan this QR code, and all of these QR codes are the same. So it's going to take you out to the Hacker Toolkit, where you're also going to find these Uniswap docs for sure. But also, like to recommend you like this how to build a custom hook video from the Open Zeppelin team. It's like super short. You can check it before the hackathon or doing it. And yeah, that way you can like get ready and prep. If you have more time before or after the hackathon, you can also check Uniswap V4 course by Sefran. But some of my most stronger recommendation is like for you to check the Uniswap Hook Incubator hook directory, which basically Uniswap Hook Incubator is our incubator for developers to understand how to create hooks from the whole perspective and then ship them. So there's plenty of possibilities, plenty of ideas, plenty of projects that maybe you can get some inspiration. And of course, after the hackathon, you might be able to join the incubator. And yeah, as I mentioned before, the Uniswap V4 template, that is basically like a template that you can use not just to create your first custom hook, but it is going to allow you to run your own scripts and tests, so that way make sure that your project is working properly, along with the OZ hooks library that I also mentioned previous, which is basically a set of like base hooks that you can leverage. Again, we're looking for the best logic implementation around stable and volatile pair. pairs. So yeah, we're also having this Uniswap workshop on Friday, 5:30 p.m. local time, and the workshop room 4, where we are going to dive in and guide you throughout this B4 template, how to use it, or even how to explore and interact with this OC hooks library, along with, of course, answering all of the questions you might have. My name is Angela Ocando. I am the Developer Community Manager here in the Uniswap Foundation, and you can find me either in Telegram or X as at Ocando Crypto. But yeah, TLDR, my goal is to support you and help you throughout this builder journey and process. So we'll be available 24/7 in our Hookdoyo Telegram group. You can scan this QR code, and of course, IRL with our whole team in the Uniswap Foundation booth during ETHGlobal Buenos Aires. So yeah, stoked to have you and see you soon. Bye-bye. Thank you.